Morning everyone, afternoon, depends where you are. Alright, so today we're going to service the excavator, and it'll be the 1000-hour service. I don't know if I can get that. 992.4. So it's going to be close enough to 1000 hours, and this will actually be the final hurrah for this one. I've traded this machine back with the dealer, and I'm getting a bigger machine. Going with a 2.5 ton with a cab. I'm kind of sick of having a wet ass, because as awesome as this seat is, it tends to suck in the water and gives it back to you slowly over the course of 6-8 hours. So you constantly got a wet ass. But not only that, I wanted something with a bit more power, more reach, and of course the new one has got a cab. So I'll get some video of the new machine when it arrives. It's getting collected today. I'm having it transported because I didn't want to have to travel down to Auckland. The trailer is getting traded back with it as a package, because it came as a package. The tilt bucket I own, so I'll be keeping that, and I'll probably make it bigger. At some stage I'll be cutting off, or I may just leave it the same. I'll see how I go, but it would involve cutting these ends off, extending 100mm, and then welding the end back on. So I mean, it's fairly easily done. It's not a major to do that. Well, I suppose it's a fairly time consuming job and fair whack of welding, but it is what it is. On the new machine, all my extras I'm going to need to change, because believe it or not, on a 2.5 ton machine the hitch is actually smaller. So I do believe the pins are or the width here is smaller, which doesn't matter so much on my on this bucket and the other ones, but the pins, the two mounting pins, are, I believe, closer together by about 35mm. So I'll need to do some adjustment there. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it with this bucket. It may involve cutting these off and shifting them over, which means Mr. Robur sign is going to get turfed. Never mind. So we'll run through the service. I'm going to pull off all the panels. We need to change all filters, all fluids, and this back panel I'm going to change out. I've got a new one of those, so just saves me pulling off the sign writing. I need to remove a couple of things up top there, and just do a general sort of clean up. I've already given it a really good clean off, all the grease and crap that gets over it, over the time of working. I've done that, re-greased everything, so that side of it is done, which is sort of takes about an hour or so to give it a massive clean over. Yeah, so we'll just go from there, and I'll bring you back when we've got some tools and some filters. Okay. too bad. I'll go through and give it a clean up. And they sort of jam everything in there. So, motor in there. I know the fan belt needs replacing, but I'm not going to do that. Dealer can do that if they want to. It's a bit grubby in here, but I'll give it a water blast, clean all the crap out of it. Just things like that, you sort of wonder, is it leaking? Anyway, we'll go and get some filters, and I've got them up in the house, and drop some fluids out of it. There is a filter in here. It's a hydraulic filter, and I do believe it is supposed to come up from underneath, which is under there, and to me doesn't look like a whole lot of fun. To get out, I'd need to maybe it's only 4 bolts, I guess. Plus those 2 there. I know there's a filter in the top. This plate I need to take off to get to that. Anyway, I'll bring you back shortly. So I might as well start with dropping the oil. I need to take that plate off there to get to the bung. So we'll do that. You can see, but okay, so I've got my, I don't know where my small measuring jug is. I think it got broken. Anyway, we're going to use just pouring into these old drink bottles. Thank you, Kerry Juice, not a sponsor. And custom made funnel as well. So there we go. Try to get a good angle. Right. You can hear that belt. Okay, so we're going to change the fuel filter. Okay, we're plugged in and running. We'll do that air filter now. So now we're going to do the hydraulic filter and drop the hydraulic fluid. Yeah, this will be fun. But hydraulic filter, main one is under here and the other one is underneath, up under there, as I said earlier. I'm going to remove this plate just to have an inspect on the inside, because I might be able to have that filter on the inside, I don't know. So anyway, we'll get to going on that. Take these three off. 1, 2, 3. Now this plate used to be like an L shape with this side piece on it, and to get it off you had to undo all of these bolts. If you watched my other videos, I've already had a bit of a bleat about that. So how easy was that? But I need to do that anyway, because under there is the filter, so you need to remove all of that out of the way. So we'll get to doing that. Okay, so yeah, that lid is actually spring loaded, which makes life real nice, and this filter is not easy to get out. Does have a little handle on it, which makes life easy. There it is. It's an easy way to spend $100. Just letting it drain a bit. Just let that drain for a second. Not that the fluid's going back in, but down in there, because it doesn't really matter. Okay, now I've got to figure a way to drain this. I can't remember. Anyway, we'll take the side panel off. It's got a piss out from there, so I might have to go and get rid of the other oil first. So I'll do that, and then I've got a pan. Alright, hydraulic oil's out. I forgot to turn the camera on, but there's actually a drain plug up underneath there. You can see where it's can't see it, where it's draining out. So yeah, so that was that. Let's take this cover off and see what we can manage. That just made my day. Oh, that's awesome. Okay. Alright, the battery went flat on me. So the oil hydraulic filter's back in and all put back together. I'm going to give it a quick water blast, get all the oil and crap out of it, and yeah, then we'll put it all back together. Alright, so we're giving it a good clean up. Shiny. So it's looking all pretty good. It's clean. All good in there. Camera died just before I was changing the radiator fluid. So that's fine. We'll you fill it through here. So that was all tickety-boo. I need to fill up the bottle though, because that's actually leaked since day one, which has always pissed me off. So all the more reason to buy a new digger. Okay, so that's it. We'll start getting the panels back together. I'll give them a quick blast off before I put them on. But yeah, that's the entire service done. I'll just go through and quickly grease some of the linkages inside here. There's a few sort of grease nipples dotted throughout the place in here, so I'll just go through and clean those up and do that. Nice and quiet and quite smooth actually, so that's good. It needed that service anyway, bring it through. So alright, well that's us. I mean, I've got a few other little things to do, but I can do those after lunch. And thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you feel like you want to leave a comment, well, go ahead. Catch you later.